Hello my friends, what's up and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to today's video, which is going to be my Sephora VIB sale, the winter sale recommendations. I've got a few products that I want to share with you that I have really been loving and that honestly I've loved over the course of this year and that I would highly recommend to you. There will be a separate video for my wish list items. You guys know I thrive on these sales. It's so much fun. So if you're interested in seeing what I would recommend, those products that worked out for me this year that are worth your money, worth getting on sale, then just keep on watching. So let's go over the details really quick of the sale in case you are not aware of those dates. I know it's been publicized quite a bit, so you probably are, but I will just go over those with you, give you the quick rundown. So it is from the 5th through the 15th of November. As usual, it is tiered out based on your point tier. So VIB Rouge will go first with 20% off, and they have the full time 11/5 to 11/15, which typically I feel like cuts off at a certain time before the next tier gets to start. So that's kind of nice. So if you're Rouge, you get advantage of the full 10 days, which I don't know if that's such a good thing because it causes you to spend more money. Well, that is it. So then VIB gets 15% off and you are good from 11/9 to 11/15. And then finally, Beauty Insiders get 10% off and it is 11/11 through 11/15. So also for reference, the entire Sephora collection will be 30% off from 11/5 to 11/15, which I'm super stoked about because I want one of the holiday brush sets. So that's kind of cool. And it says no code needed for the Sephora collection stuff. As far as the overall discount, your code will be YAYHOLIDAY. That is for all three tiers. Let me bring this up in case you want to take a snapshot of it, in case you just kind of want to reference it at a later time. But yeah, that is what the deal is. It is the holiday savings event. So the way I'm going to do this is literally, I've got a hodgepodge of stuff here. So it is not going to be by category. I'm going to grab and show and we'll go from there. I feel like this year was a little bit different in that it was certain products that just didn't, certain categories that didn't have like stand out products. I don't know. This year was a little bit different. I think we can all agree on that. So let's just go ahead and start off. I'm going to start off with one hair product because high-end hair product is very hit or miss for me. In fact, even drugstore. But this is the Amika, the Kure Multitask Repair Treatment. I have very fine, thin hair. Now my hair is curly. This is like, styled using a hot tool, using one of those wavies, whatever. But it is very thin and very fine. And so because of that, I also find it hard to grow out my hair. This is the longest it has been in as far back as I can remember. And I will tell you that this is one of the reasons it's growing out. It is a very high in protein. So that's what really helps your hair out. I'm trying to find what it says. It says, restore hair's elasticity with this multitasking repair treatment for stronger hair that has bounce body and the ability to hold a style. Densely packed with Bond Cure technology and vegan protein. This treatment strengthens hair, reinforces the cuticle, and prevents future damage and breakage. I absolutely love this product and it's not that expensive. It's like $28. It's a very liquidy product, but a little goes a very long way. And I am absolutely loving, if you have my hair type, oof, I would recommend to you in a heartbeat. All right, so moving on to this product. Now, I don't know that I would recommend this for everybody. I know my skin type loves it. It is the Supergoop Glow Stick Sunscreen SPF 50. Now, my ride or die is still the sunscreen lotion. I've got the mega size of that, but I do like to alternate and use this from time to time. It is a glow stick, so in essence, it's like an oil stick. So that's why I'm saying if you have oily skin, I don't know that I would entirely recommend this to you. But for me, oh gosh, my skin loves it. It gives, honestly, my skin feels like an oil slick after I put it on. So just take for that what it's worth. But if you've got normal to dry skin, you may end up really liking this. So the only thing is I don't take it down my neck as I would my normal sunscreen. So I do still have to go in with lotion from there. Okay, moving on. So let's go over a cream bronzer. It's the only cream bronzer. It's the one I loved this year. And it is the Say cream bronzer, which is it's a decently priced brand. I don't want to say affordable because I don't know that anything at Sephora is affordable, but Mine is in the shade Light Bronze for reference. I do already have a review on this product. It's the Sun Melt Natural Cream Bronzer, and I have to say this is my favorite cream bronzer from this year. It's absolutely beautiful. It gives such a healthy look to the skin. It's easy to use, easy to blend in. There's something about this product that is just so lovely. It looks healthy. So I highly recommend this one. If you've been on the fence, use this as your time to get a discount and grab that one. Okay, let's see. Moving into, let's talk about a concealer. This is actually very new to me, but ooh, hands down, I would recommend the Anastasia Magic Touch Concealer. Everything you have heard about this concealer is true. I finally jumped on the bandwagon and I was floored. I did not think I was gonna love this as much as I do. I really thought it was going to be drying under my under eyes. So this is just, it's very hydrating, very healthy looking. It doesn't look cakey and gross. For reference, I am in shade 9, which is the, I think it's light medium cool. And it works perfectly. I have found that cool tones work very well under my eyes, and I think it's to cancel out that darkness. But yeah, these run light, so unless you are very fair, I don't know that I would recommend going light. And unless you also like to go for that brightening effect, which I don't. So that's what that one looks like. And if any concealer you pick, let it be that one. Let's move into cream blush. I've only got one. There's a lot of cream blushes I'm really loving. The LYS is a beautiful option, also a really great price. So I do recommend those, but I'm going to talk about Rare Beauty. Now, this has been out for a couple of years at this point, maybe it's been about a year and a half, but these are amazing. They're incredible, and they have pigment to last you for days, so you have to go in with a light hand. The reason I'm recommending this one is because you do not need this entire large, I will never go through this in my lifetime, quite frankly. And there's something that's also going to be on my wish list video that I'm going to talk about here, and that is that there is a set of these that comes with 3 small blushes, one of which is brand new. Let's see. Yeah, one of which is brand new, and I want to say, gosh, now I can't remember. I feel like the other 2 are existing, but in essence, I don't have any of them. Maybe it's 2 blushes. Oh gosh, maybe it's 2 different ones. Gosh, I can't remember. I will place the picture up here because memory fails me at the moment, but talking about this because I highly recommend that set. Pay less and get a little bit more variety, or pay the same price as one of these and get a little bit variety. These are so good. When I tell you this will last you a lifetime, I'm not even kidding, because one dot like this is even too much for one cheek, and they blend out very easily. They stay all day. For a liquid blush, I don't think you can get any better than this. I love the brand. I feel like everything I try by the brand ends up being amazing. Let's talk a couple of lip products. I know, going out of order here. And I'm moving quickly just so that for sake of time. Lip liner, listen, nothing beats the Huda Beauty lip contour. I don't know that I'll ever find a lip liner that I like as much as this one, because it pulls a double duty that is so amazing. This thing is creamy and ultra pigmented, so I like to use it both as a lip liner as well as a full-on lip color. Stunning. The shades in this range are so good. This particular one is called Deep Rose. I also have Vivid Pink and Honey Beige, and you guys, these are incredible. So definitely recommend. They are also retractable should you decide you like that kind of thing. And then there's a little sharpener on the end in case you want to get that little precise tip back that, you know, once you use a product like this, typically you don't get it back. Let's talk about the Too Faced Melted Matte. This is the cinnamon bun shade. It's what they came out with for this year as their intro to holiday. Honestly, I'm a little disappointed with the Too Faced holiday stuff going on right now, but you know what? This was one that really stood out to me, and I love the tone. This is one that is absolutely worth your while if you, there's a hair in there. If you're gonna pick up any product from the brand this holiday season, I would highly suggest it be this one. It does smell a little bit like cinnamon roll, so that's kind of nice as well. Typically their stuff doesn't smell like what it says it smells like, but absolutely beautiful. These can be slightly drying, so you do want to put like a lip balm or something underneath, but this one is probably my favorite lip product for the year aside from the lip liner. So that says a lot. There also wasn't a lot of lip releases, to at least not that I can remember. Okay, the other one is what I'm wearing on my lips, and this is the Rare Beauty Lip Souffle. Again, this has been out for a little while at this point, but honestly, I keep coming back to them, and for the quality and the price point, they can't be beat. And there is such an array of shades. There's an orangey one that I have that I love for fall. This one, obviously beautiful for the holidays. It's in the shade Transform. And again, to have like a really decent price point and then get a discount on top of that, it's kind of nice. So the amazing thing about these is that because they're a lip souffle, it's hard to describe. It's a thin but moussey texture, and it feels like I have nothing on my lips. It's not drying, it's not parching, and these are absolutely beautiful. So for the lack of a good lip product this year, I'm gonna revert back to this one and highly recommend these to you. Just awesome to work with. Okay, let's go into a powder. Now, I also recently picked this one up, still in its box actually, but I've used it enough times to know how much I absolutely love it, and I would never recommend you pick this up at full price. Honestly, I can't even believe I picked it up at full price. But anyways, it's the Dior Forever Cushion Powder. So if you are a fan of Dior powders, if you like a good airbrush look, let's be real, who doesn't? This is incredible. Now, it is a very hefty price tag. I want to say it's like $60. So, you know, you want to be sure that you need a powder at this point in time, but it's absolutely stunning. I got mine in the shade Light. I feel like it looks a little deeper than Light, but it goes on so beautifully. It does come with the little puff here on top, and then you open it up and the powder is in here. It is so stunning. Listen, I'm not skilled enough to know what makes a powder make your skin look airbrushed and stuff. Maybe it's like finely milled or whatever. Heck if I know. But all I know is that this does what pretty much no other powder has done. The only one that still is my number one is the Huda Beauty Easy Bake, which has been out forever. But again, if you have not tried it, try the Huda Beauty Easy Bake. That one is my number one ride or die. So this comes in a close second. Absolutely stunning. It is in line with the Dior, with the Dior line. It's absolutely classy, beautiful, luxurious, and the packaging is super cute. So, okay, moving on. Let's talk one more face palette, couple of face palettes. This one I still have in the box as well. This is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Edit Universe Unlocked. This is the deeper of the two. I did not expect to love this palette as much as I do, and I do plan on picking up the lighter one as well. It's stunning. It just works. I love the tin packaging. Some people don't like it. They say it feels cheap. I think it feels more luxurious than previous years where it was just the simple plastic. So this, again, is the deeper one. Sorry about that. These are absolutely incredible. The blushes though, oh my goodness. Now, I will tell you that, oh my gosh, that is just so stunning. I can't. I really need to pick up the lighter one too. They're beautiful. Everything you would expect from an Hourglass formula, but a little bit deeper. Finally, yes, I know. Better late than never, but I guess we all wish it could have happened a long time ago, but I am glad that it finally happened. There are two to choose from. So if you are of a lighter complexion, you've got the lighter version. I am of a lighter complexion and I still opted for the deeper one. So if you are my same skin tone, this highlighter works just fine for me. I do have to go in though with a light hand because yes, going in too heavy makes it look a little deep, gives me that cast. So this is a little more blinding than I would expect from Too Faced. So I am loving it. Absolutely recommend. For the sale, especially because of the $80 price tag, use that discount and get some money off. Okay, the other face palette I wanted to talk to you about is this one. Now, I actually picked this up directly from the Pat McGrath website, but I am featuring it on here because it is at Sephora. So this is the deeper of the two blush palettes. I had both blushes that were included in the lighter one, so I kind of had no choice. I am wearing this blush on my face today, and if you are wondering what highlight I'm using the Pat highlight, which I have to say is probably at this point one of the best highlighters I've ever used. The wet look it gives my skin, it's hard to find one that does that. So anyways, that's that. But here is what this palette looks like. Now this is definitely for a deeper complexion. These two shades are very deep. I can make it work. If you go in with a light hand, you can. This highlight I think is gonna be a little too deep for me though. It's beautiful, but I'm not gonna be able to make that work on my skin tone. Anyways, I am showing this to you because the Pat McGrath blush formula is one of the best I've ever used in my life. It is one of my top favorite blush formulas. I would say in the #1 spot, I've kind of got a tie going on, and it's the Pat McGrath formula and the Jaclyn Hill formula. I know that's crazy, like two very opposite ends of the spectrum, but listen, if you're not into this palette, then of course, check out the singles. Incredible. Listen, how can I ever go back to another blush after these types of blushes? So definitely a great option if you're looking for trying a couple of different ones. Maybe you don't have but one or two, and the palettes offer shades you don't already have. So, and then they have a highlight. So definitely to look into. Let's talk about, I've got several new things here. Okay, let's talk about this palette. This is the Anastasia Primrose palette. I actually love this palette very, very much, and I would probably say it's my favorite of the Anastasia palettes ever, which is a very high claim. First off, the color story is ridiculously beautiful. It gives my skin a warmth and a just healthy look that is not necessarily hard to find, but for there to be a color story like this that just brings out so much in my face, I'm always here for it. And I love the finishes that they chose for this palette. I also love that they included the two blushes. They like finally let go of adding including a little brush because I never used those. So this is a really, really good deal. I want to say it's like $55. So now's the time to get it on sale. But these plummy cranberry type shades are always like right up my alley. And listen, these shades like this one right here, what is in this that it makes it so soft? But look how pretty that is. It literally glides onto my skin. This palette is everything and more. I highly recommend looking into it if this color story is up your alley. I heard people saying they were confused as to why that would be their holiday palette because of the neutral tones. I get that, but listen, it's the best one I feel I've ever bought from the brand. So for me, total score. Okay, let's talk about another Pat McGrath palette. You guys know I could not include this in this video. This is the new Mega palette. Look, if you're trying to dabble into the brand, if you want a lot of shades, a better bang for your buck, this is what you need to go with because her luxurious $125 palettes, those don't come with as many, and obviously you're paying for the packaging, for that lacquered palette, case, whatever. And so I wouldn't mind if they took down the price and changed out the packaging, but that's just me. This, I want to say was $65. I could be wrong on that. I will link it below, but this particular one, even if you are a Pat fan, listen, don't be on the fence. It's stunning. It's what I'm wearing on my eyes today. These are so easy to work with. They are beautiful. And they give you a look that looks very complicated, very expensive, very nice. For like, I think this eye look took me all of like 3 or 4 minutes. I used 3 shades, which, you know. So this is absolutely stunning. You could pretty much do all of your holiday looks out of this palette. And listen, I love that she included this green because I have nothing in my collection that is like that. Oh, so beautiful. That is a must if you are a palette fiend like myself. The last couple of things real quick that I'm going to touch on. Natasha Denona, now's the time to get these type of palettes. This retro palette is my favorite out of her smaller, midi, whatever they're called, the $65 ones. The color story, just like what I told you about the Anastasia, this kind of does the same thing. Gives me a very healthy look. It's just stunning on the eyes. It looks so simple and insignificant on camera and in pictures. It transforms when you start putting it on your eyes. It's absolutely stunning. And for me to say that this one is my favorite from these smaller ones just really says a lot. The quality is incredible. It's what you would expect from Natasha Denona. And if you don't already own this one, now is the time to do it. Along with some of her others. It's just basically, if you need one of the Natasha Denona palettes, then now's the time to grab it. Okay, last but certainly not least, let's go into Huda Beauty and the Obsessions palettes. These are loved and hated by many. It's just kind of hit or miss for people. I typically really enjoy them. So not that these two in general are my favorites, I just brought these in to basically talk about the line. So the Wild line and then the Brown Obsessions line. They are just beautiful, easy to work with. There is an intensity to these metallics that, listen, I can't even... It's what I'm here for, you know, the metallics. So very, very, I didn't do a good job of grabbing that swatch, but beautiful. If you need to travel, throw this in your bag. It's just less complicated because you have less to choose from. I don't know. I love these Obsessions palettes, and I always get very excited when she's going to release them because I'm like, yes. So this is the Wild Chameleon, but these are also beautiful. I want to say the Wild lineup is probably one of my favorites from her Obsessions line. And I want to say these are about $27, $29. Take off that discount and then you've got an even better deal. Alrighty, my friends, well, that brings us to the end of today's recommendations video. I hope you enjoyed. I know we moved very quickly, but there was a lot to go through, even though when I was picking stuff out, I was like, do I have enough? Well, this is what I've really been loving, so it is what it is. I hope you found it in some way, shape, or form helpful. Maybe I helped you add some things to your loves list, I don't know. But before I let you go, I just want to give you a quick verse of the day to encourage you, love on you, and motivate you. Today's comes from Isaiah 65:24, and it says, before they call, I will answer. While they are still speaking, I will hear. In case you didn't know, Jesus hears. He hears your prayers. And if you are going through something, maybe you're having just the best time of your life, but either way, he hears you when you call out to him. So it is my prayer that if you don't already know him as your Lord and Savior, that he would make himself very evident to you, very real to you, that your heart would feel a love and a peace that you have never felt before, and that you would heed that call, that you would hear his voice calling to you. He wants a relationship with you. He wants to be your savior and your very best friend. I just speak from experience, and I'm not trying to shove anything down your throat. I just want to share good news because for me, it's the best thing in my life. He is just so amazing, and I love sharing that good news with you. Alrighty, my friends, well, stay tuned for more videos. Until the next one, stay safe and stay well. I hope you have a fabulous rest of your day. Talk to you soon. Bye.